Okay, we could do a whole vlog on like how much time I spend on settings for like lighting and filters and all that stuff. It just takes forever sometimes to get the right shot. Okay, we are still here in Arlington. Last night was crazy, so it is a very late start to our day today. But today I thought we could talk about internet inside a mobile unit. Whether it's a mobile home, fifth wheel, Class A, whatever. They'll all fit, they'll all work. This would even work in a van, commuter car. So today I wanted to show you how we get internet, how we use it, consume it, how much of it we use and consume, and let's go from there. So today won't be super technical. Well, although we could go into a lot of the details and a lot of the tech sides of things, I don't feel I'm the best person to do that. So for this vlog, I've actually partnered with Eric at livinglight.net, and he has provided me a lot of great materials to share. He also has a lot of great videos on his channel going over more of the technical details and some options that we'll cover today. So I want to put that resource in front of you up front. I'll do a higher level video, but definitely check out his stuff. And guys, there's a lot of material about this on YouTube and online in general, so use your sources. I want you to take this as one way of doing it, how we accomplish our internet. But again, each to their own. I think there's a lot of different ways you can accomplish this. This is what works for us. I do honestly, truly believe this is one of the best solutions out there. It's one we've used for the past year inside this RV, and I haven't changed a single thing with it. It's worked so well. So let's go in. Let's show you the hardware first, and then once we should go over the hardware, because anybody can use the hardware, doesn't matter what plan you're on. Then we'll talk about cell phone plans and internet plans and go over them. All right, so let's go inside and talk about hardware. Oh, and okay, one more disclaimer. This tree is and this tree are cottonwoods. So if I sound all gross, let's blame them. And we're here for 2 weeks. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna literally die from allergies before we actually move from here. All right, I'm sorry, hardware. Alright, so welcome to kind of the brains of our internet connection. I know it's not the most glamorous side of this RV, but what can you do? Alright, so this box is the most important piece. This is called a Pepwave BR1 Max Mini. I believe that's correct. And this does two things. This will actually receive the internet from either a mobile cell phone network, similar to a hotspot, or it will receive internet from Wi-Fi connections outside. I think it's called LAN, Wi-Fi by WAN, something like that. And this has been probably my favorite device we have done and favorite upgrade we've done since moving into the RV. Basically what it'll do is it will receive the internet just like your hotspot with the SIM card that's inside. You can pick your own SIM card. Again, we'll get into plans later, but it does not matter which SIM card you put in it, and it will receive the internet and create a Wi-Fi signal for you to use. It's really as simple as that. So it's a great box. Now, a couple of notes on this. There are lots of different model options. This is the mini. I believe there's like a standard max size and a couple of other ones. Eric has some great references in his store and on his website that I will link down below. So definitely do your research on which one is the right size and kind of model for you. This one we paid $400 for, and then I paid for the upgrade to do the Wi-Fi over WAN, which, to be honest with you, I've never used. I haven't set it up, so I'm not sure you need to do that right out of the gates. The cell phone service itself has been so great for us, we haven't need to use anything else. Okay, the second thing we have up here is actually this candy bar antenna. This comes off of our WeBoost cell phone booster. I'll show you that box in a second, but I set it right behind the cell phone network, or the cell phone antennas, and that way when we need to use our booster, it has the optimal kind of signal reception right there. And it's worked really, really well. Alright, and the last big thing is this big box. It's just a simple 300 watt DC to AC inverter. The main reason I have it here is I can just take this extension cord, which powers kind of everything, and plug it in, and that way when we're driving, the Wi-Fi will run off of batteries. So we always have Wi-Fi regardless of kind of where we're going. All right, a couple other things to show you. Okay, so right back there is where we just were looking, all of our wires and everything. And that's just where we have a main source of power. So just inside the cabinet is that big black box. Let me zoom in for you. Okay, and that is our WeBoost RV cell phone booster. It is a pretty simple installation. All you need is to run power. There is the antenna up on the roof. That's obviously what is receiving all the cell phone network. You can get a bunch of different antennas. We just went with the simple one, and I always thought I could upgrade in the future if that one wasn't good enough, and it's been fine. I'm sure we could get better signal, but it's doing its job just fine. And then the other antenna runs out to where we just saw, right with the Pepwave. So I don't have it turned on right now because we are in the middle of Arlington, Texas. Great service as it is. I think we're at 5 bars LTE for T-Mobile and AT&T, so there's no real need to use it. But that's it. I just plug it in when we need it. Now, one other thing I will say for our internet setup is we have a Google, right here, a Google Wi-Fi. For the Pepwave, it does have an internal Wi-Fi capability built in, but I wasn't getting very good speeds from it compared to when I was hardwired. So I swapped it out as an experiment more to see will it work, and we got far better speeds having an external router connected. So I was happy with that, and so we've kept it. That's just basically the gist. Okay, it was Kinzler's birthday this week, so we still have birthday stuff up. And this is kind of where my desk is. We used to have a big computer here. I liked it for the screen size, but it just consumed the desk all the time, so like I wouldn't even be able to sit here. So we still have the mount up because I haven't fully committed to not putting one back there. So as soon as we commit to that, there'll either be a computer there or at least a monitor, or the mount will be gone. So that's why we have a mount. Two more things with the hardware, and then we'll go over to the plans. One of the advantages of using the Google Wi-Fi is their app. So their app is pretty straightforward, but like I can see how many devices are connected. Even within that, I can see which one is using up the most bandwidth. So right now, it is both of my phone and my computer, which is surprising because the kids are streaming something. So we'll see if it catches up. So I do really like that feature. You can also pause and play certain devices, so if your kids shouldn't be watching certain things at certain hours, you can control that, which is kind of a nice feature. But another great thing you can do, let's see if I can do this direction, is you can see your total usage. So if I'm to click on the internet here, and then there is my total speeds, it kind of does an automatic speed test every day. I can go to usage, and I can go to last 30 days. So this is the usage for a whole 30 days. So we have downloaded 365 gigs and we've pushed up 490. I do a lot of online backups for things, so that's why our uploads are high. We don't have any cameras, although if you do put like security cameras up that are Wi-Fi based, 500 a month, easy. Okay, so the other part of it is the Pepwave Backend system. So if we zoom over to the computer, a couple main things here that I really like that I think are worth mentioning. Alright, so the first is that you can actually see in real time what your overall SIM card connection is. So you can see currently we're at 5 bars, great connection. If you are connected with Wi-Fi over WAN with like a big antenna up on the roof, think of like a Wi-Fi Ranger, you would be able to see that and enable it here. We're getting such good connection off our AT&T, I'm just going to leave it where it is. You can do tons of other things like creating your actual own Wi-Fi network somewhere in here. You can turn on all of those features. This is actually built for like a big fleet management system, so you have tons of capabilities, GPS control, bandwidth control, all kinds of stuff. We're not really using any of that. The main thing I'm using this for, which I like to check every once in a while, is our reports. So we can get usage reports of total usage consumed through the device. Like I said, we're running almost everything through here except for like our cell phones. We try to use our unlimited cell phone plan. We'll get to that in a second. So this is just mainly for computers and tablets and things that don't have their own connection. But I mean, you can see from an upload speed, like our highest peak, we downloaded almost 600 gigs and uploaded over 700 gigs in 1 month, and it's pretty consistent, you know, in that range. This is our actual usages. I'm not showing you anything. This is our actual usage. Now, if you don't have your own Wi-Fi, like the Google Wi-Fi setup, you will actually get a client list, which is a list of all your devices connected. Since I've hardwired it to the router, you're only going to see the router connected. For my example, but I've seen this before we connected our Google kind of router. You could see all of those devices listed there. Okay, so now quickly let's review our plans. Currently we are using only 2 cell phone plans. We have one T-Mobile plan with 3 iPhones on it, all with tethering packages, and we're spending about $200 a month. It's the latest one they've got. It was cheaper than the one they had before, so we switched over to that plan. We've been with T-Mobile for forever. Love their customer service. Love the company. Their actual service network or availability has actually been pretty comparable to AT&T traveling out east. I know that'll probably change going out west. But we've really been happy overall with T-Mobile. Our plan is unlimited device use, and then we have about 20 gigs of tethering use. Again, that's on each line, so that's about 60 gigs total tethering. Never have come close to it, basically because our internal Wi-Fi is so good. Now, the internal Wi-Fi in the RV is run through a AT&T Unlimited card. It is actually something you can get yourself off of livinglife.net. Again, with Eric, we're partnering for this video. And I can get you half off your first month. So your first month is $60, and then after that, it's $120 a month. And let me tell you, it's the best $120 a month we spend because we never have to really be concerned about where we're getting internet from. Is the campground Wi-Fi going to be good enough? As long as we know we can get AT&T service, you're going to have, bless you, a pretty good Wi-Fi connection. You can also do a Verizon plan. I think they even have like a new bundle plan where you can get an AT&T and Verizon plan. Again, all of those Pepwaves take dual SIM, so if you wanted to have 2 plans, those devices will support it. Now, you don't have to go with these plans. These are just what I found to be probably the best I could get my hands on. T-Mobile doesn't have an unlimited hotspot plan. I also like the idea of diversifying kind of where I'm getting my internet from. So if there ever is an issue with T-Mobile, hopefully AT&T isn't down or vice versa. We didn't go with Verizon just because it was so expensive. And I also didn't like that after 22 gigs, you had an unknown kind of throttling situation going on. Where I know with the situation we have now, we have unlimited phone use and more or less unlimited AT&T use on our Wi-Fi, and that's worked well for us. If that ever changes or doesn't start working for us, I'll definitely update this video. But so far, that's what we're using. Final notes for the video. I did work with Eric and partner with him to get you guys a discount code for any hardware. And if you do any internet options through them, like the AT&T and Verizon plans, you do get your first month half off. And again, I think they're really great plans. We're not paid by anybody over there. As you can see, this is the plan we've been using over the last year, and I highly recommend it. If you're looking for other resources, there are a ton online talking about this topic. I will list some of the favorite videos I found below and some of my favorite YouTube channels that are really good at covering this topic. What I just hope you get out of this video is this is what we are doing. This has been successful for us, and I hope it gives you an idea of something maybe you can do in your mobile lifestyle, in your nomadic lifestyle, that might help you solve some of your internet problems. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave any comments down below and we can talk about that there. If you'd like for me to dive into anything deeper, maybe those admin settings or the device specifically, again, I'm happy to do that, but I did want to give a high-level overview of an option for your internet while in an RV. Alright guys, this is the end of the vlog today. I have no idea what tomorrow holds, and we will find out together. See you later! This thing here tore off my paint. Anyways, it was nicely painted, and then I had it nicely attached here, and then the thing ripped it off. Anyway, so that's supposed to stay there.